My sister did quit. She's only on vapes now.
Well,
but she did little it was a tough thing for her to break. But yeah, she just does little vape things.
It's like if someone was fat, she's like, she's not any fat anymore. She's anorexic. It's like, I think it's worse.
Chick 10 Han Must Podcast. Featuring your hosts, Jackie Sanchez and Stephanie Wood. Coming at you from South Florida. Chick 10 Han Must Podcast.
Hey, welcome to Chick 10 Hun Must Podcast. I'm Jackie Sanchez, co-host, and your other co-host,
Stephanie Wood.
And we are here today. What's the holiday? Labor Day?
It is Labor Day.
It's Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's Labor Day. I don't know why the holiday exists, but we don't have to work today. I know I didn't have to work. Anyway.
I did. I worked.
She did have to work. She's got a real job. And we're here in my home studio. We're gonna call it our home studio because it's for us. We got new chairs.
Yes, bitch.
Chairs and new table. Light. Well, we had the light on the last one, but we're setting up. You can't see this if you're listening to it. You can't see it, but we got new stuff, which you should watch it on our YouTube.
Full video on YouTube's.
It's been a while. How have you been?
Really good. I'm really like the setup. It looks so good in here.
Right.
Yeah, I think we're gonna make this like our permanent little home base. Yeah.
I think we should. I think we'll get it right. We'll cover this.
We ordered some artwork yesterday off of the Amazon, so that's coming. I like how it gave us like. From September 17th to like October 4th, you'll get it.
I hate that
because
shit.
it wasn't Prime.
Yeah.
But like some feel.
You should have told me I had one order.
Well, I mean, I have Prime, but it wasn't like when you can filter or search for Prime stuff. I wasn't finding that much cool shit, and sometimes some of the cool stuff is from like a smaller artist. That's, or whatever. Like I bought in some rings from like Turkey and stuff, and they take forever to come. But
bougie.
Yeah, so I was like, let me try without the Prime, and then I found the sign, which I think all the chicks are gonna love. I think it's really cute.
I think so too. I really liked a few of them, all attendees. I was watching an episode of Wife Swap today. I watched that show. I like that show. And I was watching it, and
would it be more fun if they like banged the wives though?
I was thinking I want to write like a spoof on it. Like let's really wife swap.
Yeah.
Let's make like like she licks your asshole twice a week. Well, now Gwyneth is gonna have to lick Robert's asshole twice a week because it's wife swap, baby.
Yep, she makes all the dinners and she eats my asshole on Tuesday and Thursday.
Exactly, make them really do it. But no, there was a kid on wife swap who said he only eats chicken nuggets, and like they just had a montage of him with a bunch of chicken tenders and shit, and I was like, oh man, this fuck. I think it's a meme. I think he's a meme, and it was a thing. He's a fat little kid with a bowl cut, and he's like, I only eat chicken nuggets. And
is this
it's like, yeah, that's me.
Is this an old episode?
Yeah, it's super old. It's a super old show.
I wonder how we should like see how he's doing. Maybe we could
zoom
him in and
like, do you still only eat chicken nuggets? He's like, yeah.
Like, sometimes I eat chicken sandwiches, but I love them.
I'll accept tenders.
Do they make those shows anymore? Or are they all just like back early 2000s?
I don't think they exist anymore. Yeah, I don't think they make them, unfortunately, because it was all really old episodes. The newer ones was like I think the latest was like 2014, and it was Celebrity Wife Swap when celebrities do it, and that was hilarious too.
Who was some of the celebs on there? I don't remember.
Flavor Flav was one.
Man.
So good. So his wife.
Was he with the big blonde lady, the model?
No. Coco, whatever the fuck her name is, Coco. No, was some like a little like chubbier Latin lady. Who is just hilarious. Like it was so fucking funny, and then mixed with Dee Snider's wife.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so dude, that was a good one.
This is the third time within 2 days Dee Snider has came into my brain.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you ever heard it's like called the I think it's called like the red something effect, where like if you see something or hear something and it's like unusual.
Cattywampus.
Yes. Like,
that happened again on Facebook. Rob shared a thing, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
I'm having that same moment with Dee Snider right now. I was like,
you said Dee Snider at the show Friday. You said that the bartender. You're like, he doesn't look like Dee Snider, but someone else. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I just watched an episode of Wife Swap.
It was Iggy Pop, by the way. That's who it was.
Iggy Pop, yes.
He looked like Iggy Pop. I fucked it up. But yeah, Why do I keep thinking about Dee Snider and Cattywampus?
Cattywampus. Yeah, I don't know. Just big words that are coming into your life, and
is it a double D or is it a double T? You know what?
Is it a double D?
Who the fuck cares? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so you had that show at Brick and Barrel that was poppin', bitch.
Yeah, it was.
My friends couldn't even get in, and they name dropped me, and Schubert, and they're like, "Bitch, you can't come in here."
Yeah, she tells me, she's like, "I know Jackie." They're like, "We don't care." I'm like,
no, she started with the lowest one. She went Stephanie, Jackie,
okay,
Jimmy Schubert. Yeah. I'm like, we don't care, lady.
Warren? I don't like. I know Sitha. He's a guest. Like,
I know.
But it was a really great show. We had some awkward moments. The mic went out on me. Luckily,
my set was entirely awkward.
No, it wasn't. Stephanie had a fucking great set. Everyone had a good set. The mic. Silas, are you fucking kidding me?
The dog right there.
I'll kick him out in a moment. It'll be the fastest thing. But it was a really great show. And I thought everyone did really well. The room, I think, is set up for success. We're gonna get it. We're gonna change the spotlight situation because I didn't like the lights on the floor. Because the other chick was trying to help us and she only had those like floor lights. So
that wasn't your guys' lighting?
Yeah, no, not my lighting.
I was wondering like where the fuck are these?
No,
lights
the
at?
really nice marketing girl, Alexis. So we're gonna use a real spotlight in the next one. And definitely maybe our speaker and sound equipment, because I don't know what was going on, but the sound kept going out during me and Schubert's set. So I was like,
yeah, it did. You handled it like a pro though.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
But it's okay.
I felt like mine was like popping the whole time and I couldn't make it.
I think you were okay. Mine went out completely and no one heard me. And I was like, Warren, and he didn't respond. And I was like, Warren, and he was like, just like ran
He's in
over.
the back like eating sliders.
Talk 1 second.
Yeah. So she's lying. That was a very awkward set for me. I had this thing that comics can relate, where like maybe when you have a couple.
I had to fart.
Yeah, she had a toot real quick. Where you have a couple sets where like you don't hate yourself after them, and then you're like, it's coming.
But you think you could have worked harder. I mean, there's certain sets that you get up and you're like, oh.
Or I know, like I just know what I did wrong, and it was. Like,
I had some moments.
It was like, why did I do that? Like I knew better.
Yeah, they didn't laugh at a lot of the shit I said, and I was like, oh fuck, and it was tough. It's a new group. I've never really performed in that area very much, but they will be.
Mm-hmm,
but I think they will be. They're a nightlife crowd, and I think they were ready maybe for raunchier, but in a different.
I think I was trying to check those boxes. They're like, I'm like, it's 11 o'clock at night. They're drinking.
Yeah, right. It was so late.
You did some like dirty jokes. They went over well, and so I was like, all right, I'm gonna. And I only had 10 minutes, and it was like a late show, and Jimmy was like, keep it tight. And I was like, I'll try. So I was like, all right, normally I'm not like that worried if I go like a minute, 2 minutes over. Like you don't really, I was like, get the fuck off the stage. I was like, I don't want to disrespect if someone has requested me to keep it, and you did too. Yeah. So. I was a little bit in my head about that, so I was like, all right, I'm going to drop my early shit that's kind of fluff.
I would never get mad about you running the light,
no, but
and neither would he.
But I didn't want to, anyways, if someone asked you to do it, not to do it. So I didn't want to like do my beginning fluff shit that I don't really like, but it's like, this is how you get to know me, and then I can say, semen sommelier, and they're okay by that, and I just went, I was like, my better judgment, which we've talked about here before, the advice you gave me, I just threw it out the window. I go, I have 10 minutes. They look like they want some raunchy shit. I'm just going to open with some raunchy shit. And what happened, as it always happens.
I don't think so.
It didn't go the way it could have gone.
I think it was good. I think it went good.
I just needed to give him rigatoni up front. And then
you did need to give
I needed to give him
rigatoni.
one normal joke before I went into craziness. And that's Blake and his Tic Tacs over there. I don't know.
We don't have.
I think they heard it on Mars. I think everyone heard those.
But yeah, Blake's got orange Tic Tacs like Bleecker from Juno. And
who
just in
eats
his
the
little
orange
shorts.
Tic Tacs?
Dude, I love orange Tic Tacs, but I don't eat them anymore. I used to love them, but
what happened?
I don't eat candy much. I'm not a sweet. I only eat those watermelon Sour Patch things, the little watermelons,
Oh yeah. Sour Patches.
Sour Patches. But yeah, it was a really fun show. Next one is October 2nd in Jupiter, if anyone else wants to come. So far we have Dan Casso, Giovanni aka Blame Girl, and Faisal Malik on that one. So we'll see. I'm trying to find out if we're doing a contest again for the open mic at Duke's, which is every Wednesday. Both spots are beautiful and they have great food, I'll say that. Both are visually very nice and clean and lovely, and I like the staff. And the tacos at Duke's are banging. They have those like burrito tacos that you dunk in, and I love it. And no onions. Mm-hmm. No onion. Normally they cook the onions in those tacos, and then it's fucked for me completely. But
then you can't request sans
onions.
onions.
Hey, can you scrape them out?
Yeah.
No,
can you make a whole new batch of beef for me?
Beef, yeah. It was great. So real good.
Jackie Four Rooms over here. Congrats. You've been crushing it. May I say, now that I've started producing some shows, a tip of the tits to you, my friend. It is way harder. I knew it was going to be hard, and I knew it would be hard work, but I think even like when we started the podcast, it's like getting all the nuts and bolts in places.
Yeah, you don't quite realize everything. You have to have like all the ducks in a row.
Especially when you're just starting. I'm imagining as the next couple months go on, it'll kind of...
Yeah, but you got an experience, so you know. Yeah. It's always helpful if you've been on professionally ran shows, because then you can follow by example. Right. If you've only been on shit shows, then you might be clueless on how to run a show. But if you've been a part of professional shows, you understand what people expect and what venues expect. So you got it.
And working with Lalo Rodriguez, shouts out.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got a great partner who's he's been putting on shows since he started doing Carmella and shit. Lalo's been killing it since he got in the game. So you have a great partner alongside.
And he's very, he's on top of shit and which, I don't know. I think we mesh well together. It's always weird when you want to work with someone that's a friend and you don't want to fuck up your friendship. So you have to make sure you pick someone that you know you're going to work well with. I think
you guys are a perfect team, a perfect to produce shit like that. I think it's great.
Follow us, South Florida Comedy.
South Florida Comedy. Our beautiful little logo. I love the colors. Cute. It's so cute. I love it. Like the Instagram, it's active.
Thanks.
He's always going. He's great with it.
And then I'm going to run some t-shirt ideas past you later. But it's just all this crazy shit that I was never used to doing, but it's fun to to learn how to do that, and also just... I don't know. I feel like we're doing it just like we want to do with the podcast, the right way. We're not just trying to fuck around and just.
But then after a really good show, after you've produced a really good show, it's gonna feel great. You're gonna feel really good, and all that hard work and money and whatever.
I'm gonna be like you next week, just filled with anxiety.
Yes, yeah. You're gonna hate everything. Yeah, hate everything. But then eventually, with the minute that the minute that the first person goes on and does okay, and then the show's kind of flowing, you'll start to feel better. By the end of the show, you'll be like, thank fuck it's over, and you'll be ready for the next one.
Where are you in Austin that week?
September San Antonio. 16th? I think I don't know what day exactly yet, because everything keeps changing, because I was going to go, but then now because I'm at the Improv this week. But I think this 16th or 17th, and then, but I don't know when I'll come back, Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday.
Have we talked about that?
Just before the mic. No, I don't really want to.
Okay, that's fine. We'll talk about it after it's over. We're not going to jinx it.
It's okay. But yeah, I'm hoping I can hit some... I wanted to go to Kill Tony Monday. I've been watching Kill Tony again, and I'm into
Kill Tony was here?
No, in Austin. I want to after San Antonio, I want to go Monday to Austin and try to get on Kill Tony, because I was just watching it and just
they look like they were wildly more fun. I saw what he posted on Instagram.
Dude,
it's why is everyone making out? And
I saw that episode with Jimmy. Jimmy was on it, so shout out Jimmy Schubert. He's the last episode of Kill Tony. Jimmy was on it, and they make the dudes Hans. He makes out with 3 different chicks, and then all the chicks start making out with each other, just all on stage, and they're strippers from the famous strip club there in Austin. So it's just a whole fucking shit show on YouTube.
Sounds like it's like a frat party.
Yeah, then there's a girl. He's on a date with a girl there, and he makes out with the other 2. Then the girl comes down, makes out with him, and makes out with both the girls. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Now that's the girl you take
home.
So
I want to be on the show.
So Jackie wants to make out with some chicks.
So I need
a guy and do it in the name of comedy.
It just looks so fun though. It looks really fun. There's so many comedians there. It's such a big deal.
They always have a different guest, a celebrity guest. So
Joe Rogan was on one, which was bananas. So I that's kind of one of my bigger goals. I would love to go, even just watch. I don't care that I get picked, because I think I would do terrible in the interview portion socially. I'm not very good at that, but I think it would be so fun to watch. I don't know.
You did go watch it. They were just here.
I know, but I didn't even put my name in.
You didn't?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Jackie, a puss dog. Yeah, I didn't want to. I know that during that part is probably where I'll be like, I need to get off the stage, and I won't want to be up there, and I don't want to be dramatic about it, but I get social anxiety.
I do it 1 minute and I'm done.
And I'm like, thank you. I perform, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to. It's that's like me and sex. I'll perform, but don't.
Real as fast as I can. In and out.
We don't need to discuss it.
And then if there's other chicks there, bonus.
Sweet.
But not that obviously on the same caliber, but just alternative or different types of comedy shows. Mm-hmm. I did Uncle Scotchy's.
Yeah, how was that? I want to do it so bad.
So much fun. I recommend it. Uncle Scotchy's. It's in Miami.
Yeah, Bar
Have you
Nancy,
done it, Blake?
Right?
Blake hasn't done it. Lame. Oh no.
Boo.
No. Yeah, and so it's fun because it's you've ever seen the show This Is Not Happening on Comedy Central?
Oh yeah. So they tell the story in that bar, and
yeah, it's in a strip
club.
Yeah. So it's the same idea. It's comics telling. Well, it's for the show I was on was No, yeah, it was three.
Right, each three, you do like 15 minutes, right?
Yes, 15 minutes, but you don't have to worry about like punchlines. Of course, I naturally was still like.
I was gonna say. There's no way, like.
Yeah, and I was like, should I just like go up there, start crying, or like, what am I like? I messaged him. I'm like, should I like, cry up there? He's like, no, just like don't do bits. I go, well, I'm probably gonna inevitably talk in a bit.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I can't just like leave something hanging
in a 15-minute story, or just stories to fill 15 minutes.
I did. You could do either or. So what I did was like I talked about like going to college in Iowa. So I did like a story about when I fell asleep in a snowbank, and then I've kind of told the story on here, which I won't go through again about.
So is some people boring?
No, they were all good. One person like they're all different. Like one person was really serious and it was like heartfelt. I was definitely like more not serious,
comedic, yeah.
And then the other person was maybe like a mixture of the two.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd go for, shock value or humor, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I want to do it again, and I feel like next time I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to try like to tell a dark story, but funnier. Like make it funny.
Yeah.
Like maybe about my dead aunt and I had to put her makeup on her.
Yeah.
Because I always try that joke on stage and it's just like so dark.
Yeah, so maybe it's just
and there's a lot of other context I could say in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
Where like there's funny stuff in there, but it doesn't need to be like that. And I should get a laugh. And that's how I write my jokes. Yep. That's exactly how I do it. No.
Yeah, I like.
And after the third I should get a laugh. And if I don't, I'm like, fuck.
And she's like,
and then I start talking really fast. And then I say stuff I'm like, oh, rape. Oh, no, don't do that. Rape. If I ever bust out my rape joke, I'm bombing.
Oh, man. Yeah, I said kidnap on Saturday because I wasn't feeling the vibe. I was like, no.
Oh, no, that was funny, though.
I was like, they're not going to pass the rape check. I know that. That's for sure.
I noticed you changed that when you were like your delivery dudes.
I got scared. I was like, I don't want them to fucking hate everything, and they might fucking hate me if I do that. And I had to host, so I had to.
Hey, you could have given me that tip before I went on stage. No, it was fun. It was fun. It was. Good.
It was a good show. It was a lot of fun.
It's nice to be just like kicked to the cooter once in a while too.
I don't think you were kicked to the cooter. I think you got very good laughs. I think everyone got very good laughs.
Everyone got very good laughs. It was good. I just can do better than that.
It was just a tough room. We had to work for them, and I think it was too intimate and they were a little uptight.
Ooh, I felt like they could definitely see all the way up my whole like everything. Like they saw my like intestines.
Yeah,
they felt like they were fisting me from below.
Table up front was very close. Very close.
What's I gonna say? Oh, you sent me my I had to get a tape for something, and that was brutal.
You didn't like it?
Not I don't like myself on tape, so that's why I was going to talk
editing.
To you. No, you're
where I started and finished it. It was good.
You mean where I cut you off in the beginning and the end? No, I appreciate the tape, but do you consistently watch yourself on tape?
No.
Do you ever watch yourself?
Yeah, I just did today. Yeah.
You did? What did you watch?
My set from the last Jacked Up. It was like a 17. I ran the light. 17-minute set.
I was there. You did great.
Yeah, but I ran the light. I'm disappointed in myself. But it was
the producer's gonna probably not book you again.
Yeah, right. I might not. She sucks. But no, she did a great 17 minutes. But yeah, I just watched it. I know it was a good set, so that's why I watched it. I still had moments that I was watching it and I was like, ew, why do you breathe sometimes? I was like, man, sometimes you say the stupidest shit. I watched this and I think the same thing. So.
Yeah, but this is different because I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying.
Yes, true. Yeah.
Where that I go, or when I'm just filling the air and I'm just like, oh, you forgot what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
And I can tell I'm like, how do I get out of this hole until the next joke comes up? It only happens to me with like longer sets, like a couple. So I had to go through and like before I asked you, I was trying to just look at stuff I had recorded because in my head I was like, I have a couple of good sets on my phone.
Yeah.
And I've never been
brave enough to watch.
Drunk enough to watch them. So
drunk enough.
So I've never actually watched them. And then I got Allison McCoyne from Villain Theater. Shouts out, love you, girl. She gave me a set I think it was like a 17-minute set and then a 30-minute set I did from Villain.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, if I can't find 5 minutes in here, I'm pretty fucked.
Yeah.
And then I messaged you. I was like, can you send me my improv videos too? And
really? You didn't like any of them?
I probably watched, I would say like myself for like, I split it between Monday and Tuesday for maybe over 4 hours. I'm like already like nervously, I'm like, you can tell I'm like nervous. Just like, it's like, was so excruciating and hard to watch.
Yeah. How did you do that?
I don't know. I'm like still upset about it. I also like, I'm so like, what the fuck am I doing? Why do I keep doing that? Why have I never made myself do this before? And I also felt like it was the equivalent of going to like 30 mics. Like I was like, whoa, I didn't even see or notice. And some of the stuff I thought that was like maybe like cute and endearing about me. I was like, ooh, that's so annoying.
Cute and endearing.
And I also just feel like my entire set, I'm just like yelling like Sam Kinison, but like a girl. Just like, I'm just mad at everything. Like,
no, I don't think you yell. I don't think you you're
not yell, but I feel like I have a very complaining tone. Like, or like an annoyed. Like I'm annoyed with all this shit.
But isn't that the point?
I guess so.
Permanently annoyed and pissed off, and people like me. So so I think you found the sauce. So
just keep the annoyance.
Keep it up because they like it. No, I mean that's also subjective to different sets and where you were performing and whatnot. You said you watched 2 sets from Villain. Both sets.
I watched a lot of stuff. Yeah. I watched stuff from Miami Improv, from Fun Dimension, Gatsby. Okay. I watched a lot of myself, and it was. And then even when I sent it to Franco, he was like, "This is the 5 minutes you want me to."
Oh no. Oh man.
I was like, fuck you, dude. So notes to self, I'm gonna start taping myself
so
more.
You don't have a video?
I have one, but I don't like
which one did you send her or him? I don't remember.
I sent one that was old and I didn't like it. The problem was with a longer set, it's hard to give a good 5-minute clip unless it's your last 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're not gonna start and end strong, you know.
Right. And my ending of most of my jokes is a callback. So unless so you're not gonna get it. Okay, so I had to use a set that was, it was like we did like Funny and Pink at Miami Improv, and we could only do 5 minutes. So I'm on stage for like 5 minutes and 16 seconds, and I get off.
Okay, so that's probably
to an applause
video.
Break.
Yeah.
So it's annoying because it's from February, so there's like jokes in there that aren't done. Like my Casey Anthony joke, there's no punchline to it. I just say Casey Anthony got married, and then I just like keep talking. I just didn't finish.
She's a murderer.
I think I might say that part, and it was like. The punchline to it's much. It's stupid. It's not funny, but I was just like, I end stronger here. So I gave him 2 options. I sent him a clip from the one you gave me, and then a clip from that one, and he went with that one. So
okay,
I guess it worked. But yeah, my point is, I think I need to start watching myself more. We should bring our camera out, especially if we're together.
Yeah, it's tough, but
I'll record you.
It's important. Yeah, I'm okay with being recorded. I used to bring a tripod for my phone and occasionally set up, but I stopped doing it.
I feel like your stage presence and everything is just like so nailed down though.
But I still I could learn quite a bit. What I learned from rewatching my set from Jacked Up was I should have been nicer about the situation where I gave the guy a spot and I was like, this isn't a new face, and I like talk shit and I make it awkward. I made the vibe a little awkward. So I notice things like that. And also if I hear things and I'm just slightly high, if I hear anything, I respond and I react mid-sentence. And that's a big problem. So that's why I don't really
especially in a bigger venue.
Yeah, you can't fucking stop and talk to one person. Like, keep going. Not everyone heard that one person, you know? So It looks stupid. So no, there's definitely things I could work on. But I need to start doing it because my jokes are so long that I need to cut out the fat and I need to listen to what's pointless and what is important to the story. So I still learn totally. I just fucking hate myself. So I don't want to watch at all. I hate my voice. I have terrible voice. I think I hear it so much different than everyone else. Please subscribe
to our podcast. Rate, review, share, comment below.
If you guys like us, I want to point out, by the way, I'm like looking at the time because I'm excited. We started. I'm kind of sober, but I'm not really sober. I smoked like 3 hours ago. You have not smoked all day?
I smoked a hit of a bowl.
Okay, so she's sober. So we're sober. We started the podcast sober for the first 30 minutes, and we're going to smoke a joint in the last 30 minutes and get high. So we're gonna see it's an experiment. You're gonna see the difference. It'll be fun. So whatever you want to talk about that's important, let's get through it. Because
nothing I ever want to talk about is ever important. Let's be honest.
What's going on? What's
fighting the man, fighting UTIs.
Fighting the man,
just living the
day
dream.
By day. Yeah.
No, I don't know. What have I been doing? Working
shows. Yeah.
That tape debacle was a big part of my week last week. It
took up 4 days.
It took up 2 days. It took up 2 whole days of self-loathing and watching and clipping and finding something and like, that doesn't work and that doesn't work.
It's a rough game. It's tough to start off doing, and then to complete it. I always start and then I'm like, yeah, I don't, and I close it. And
I also want to be like, can you just watch the 15-minute one?
Yeah.
Because although there's parts that might not like have some lulls, like you'll get a better sense of me. It's
agreed.
It's just like me doing that set the other day. I did 10 minutes out and I'm just starting with.
It's so lame because I don't certainly think a crowd gets to know me within 5 minutes. I don't think
you barely decided you wanted to like listen to
me
and not hate me.
They just found out that they might like me.
Yeah.
They might.
I
think it still takes
time.
time.
Like, all right, lady, what else you got to talk about up here? I did what show? Oh, Lalo's show at this brewery, and it was so fun.
Beautiful venue.
Silas was there, her dog,
Silas went. Was
causing a ruckus.
Problematic,
little cattywampus.
Per usual. He's just so needy. He just needs someone to be looking at him, talking to him, touching him. He's a fucking.
My dog's like that too.
He's a quarantine pup. What can I say? But it was a great show. It was such a pretty venue. I'm on the next one. I'm really excited. He booked me, so I can't wait. And it's so close to my house. It's right here.
I know. I'm happy that we're getting some stuff up north. So
yeah, beautiful. Yeah, we really are. We're getting a lot. We just got 3.
Like the shows you're doing and the 2 shows me and Lalo are doing.
Yeah, we just created a little northern West Palm Beach scene.
Hey, if you build it, they will come. Right?
They will. Hopefully, I don't know.
Just not on my face if I have to wash my hair.
No, usually, yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's get high and we can go. None of this is important. None of this is important.
We're doing drugs. If you don't like drugs, stop listening and watching.
Actually, fuck you if you don't. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, if you're watching this and you don't like drugs, it's kind of weird. But
so, what do you think about smoking with your parents?
I smoke with my dad all the time. My mom she doesn't mind when I smoke, but she will not smoke. She'll never smoke. She's very. It's bad. It's so bad.
Jackie, you smoke too much marijuana. You're smoking
too much.
I wish
my mom
Are
sounded
you okay?
that way.
No. Yeah, she doesn't.
Hi, Jack.
I'm Jackie.
No.
She listened to this, or she have Wi-Fi?
No, she doesn't know. My mom takes full pride in not being on the internet and says, "You can't Google me." I said, "Watch, bitch. I can Google you. Anyone can be Googled. I can Google you." No, you can't. You can't Google her. She can't find her. She's crazy. No one can fucking find her on the internet.
She's off the grid.
So she doesn't. She did learn how to scroll on TikTok. So she's been watching TikToks, and she said that my sister came up on her For You page before I did, which is weird because I'm the famous one. But she popped up, and then she said, Alex, my sister does the dances a lot, but like it's so funny. She's like me, but she like does it with like a sassy but like no attitude or face. So she's like. I was just like that, and my mom's like, Alexandra dances, but it's just no enthusiasm.
But a face.
What happened? Let's do it on the podcast. What happened during that show? We did a show recently at Carmela, and Stephanie did a joke where she says, "You can't get semen out of chiffon," and a woman
I just laughed at my own punchline.
An old man goes, "What did she say?" And the woman goes, "She said you can't get semen out of chiffon," and he goes, "Oh."
They're sitting right in front of me. What did she say?
The face is important. If you're listening, you can't. But just
One time I was doing a set, and it was a long set. I think I was maybe like 5-7 minutes in. So they kind of liked me, so I could say something a little crazy. And I said a joke about my labias. And this lady next to me, she was like really close. She goes, "Woof." It wasn't like a woof. It was like, "Woof." Like she like shuddered it from from the core of her menorahs. I was like, oh my god.
Menorah.
Yeah. I think should I add that part to my joke, like to tell that story on stage?
It's weird. Labia, menorah, and a candle.
I said that the other day. I said I have a Jewish
candlelit
clitoris.
menorah.
Yeah, I wish I had 8 of them.
They
got presents.
So same but different, like light and light. I'm like
maybe that's why I'm attracted to Jewish men.
Like right and right. What?
No. I think everyone has a menorah, so it's couldn't
just
everyone
be
has
a menorah. I have a menorah.
If you're lucky. If you're not, we're sorry out there. If you're just majora in around town.
Majora around.
Then I go, come on, girls.
Get your majoras out, ladies.
I don't know why we always talk about labias on here. I just think that labias are really funny.
Did we already discuss, I think we did the no bra thing. I was going to just bring up, like, there's something to me that I guess I feel like we've already talked about it. I feel like in general, everyone knows already. We did talk about it. We talked about it in Blake's studio. It's all coming back to me that I don't want people to know exactly where my areolas are, you know?
Because one's lazy like your eye?
Like, no, they're...
Was that the same joke I said last time too?
Probably. No, I that seems so weird to me. It just seems weird that if people are just like, fully fucking aware of exactly where my nipple is. I don't know.
Also, I don't need you to know like when I'm excited and when I'm not.
Are you excited when they're hard? Normally, I'm just cold. If I get the slightest goosebumps, my nipples get hard. So.
I mean, I don't normally walk around just like, wet. I mean, I'm like sweating most of the time, but it's not like a sensation that I like, enjoy from my, swamp puss is.
Swamp puss.
It's not from being horny. It's just from being a sweaty bitch. But yeah, no, I would never. I mean, I don't have that problem. It's just like not an issue. I would get black eyes if I, just walking down the street. Like I have to wear as my mom calls them. She says Germans call them keep them from floppins. She's a comedic genius.
Keep them from floppins.
Keep 'em from floppins.
That's
a good one.
Oh my god.
She had to make that up. There's no way.
I always wonder if I didn't always wear a bra, maybe I'd have bigger boobs. Like maybe I stunted the growth by always slamming them down,
I don't know. If only we could go back in time and see.
I don't. My sister's got small ones too.
I mean, it's not like we do everything in our power to cover our tits, and you want to show them more?
No, okay. I don't want to.
I'm not. I mean, go ahead and free your nips if you want, but like mine are gonna stay covered. To each their own, girl.
I don't want to. I like the.
It is what it is.
I like it. It is what it is. If you think you know where my areola is, great. But if you don't, you don't.
And that's where it is.
That's exactly where my areola is.
What was I gonna tell you? Oh. So when you were a kid and you were smoking with your dad, or that's not what I meant to say.
Not a kid.
I'm high. When you were a kid, when did you know your dad smoked? Like, how old were you?
My dad would always tell me he was in a band as a teenager, kid, adult, whatever. So
you just had a whole nother family.
Yeah, probably. I wish. He's a doctor and a musician. But no, he said he smoked as a kid, but he didn't like smoke as an adult. He would smoke occasionally if someone offered it because my dad likes to be cool,
I think I've smoked weed with your dad.
But probably he always, if he's at Brogues or something and we're smoking, he'll grab it.
Is he gonna be mad at us for talking about this?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. He's allowed to smoke.
Oh yeah, he's legal.
Yeah. I don't know that he has a card.
Okay, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. It's like if you sell insurance and you don't have insurance.
You don't get it. Because like I said, he doesn't smoke. He only smokes if someone else gives it to him, So my stepmom has a card because she's got pain and she like uses it medicinally. Like she uses the creams and shit. So I just
topical
smoke
creams.
that shit.
I remember when I was a kid, like being in dare class and shit, and them talking about weed, and I was like, yeah, no, my family definitely all gets high. And
I just said something,
and I thought they were bad. I thought they were like the worst people too.
Dude, cigarettes. Weed, I thought game over. Weed was never a thing I was ever gonna do in my brain. I always thought I would never. Did you ash on yourself? Sorry, guy. Doesn't matter where you push it. I never thought I would smoke anything, but I went to the Lungmobile in elementary school.
Oh, that sounds like a fun place.
You haven't heard of it? Oh,
I want to go. Yeah, I went on my first date there one time to the Lungmobile.
The Lungmobile, dude, it's bad. It traumatized me. It's a little van that they bring to schools and programs, and they show
black
you
lungs in there, like smokers' lungs?
black lungs, pictures of people with face cancer and stuff like that. And
Say what?
The picture is what fucked me up. It was a woman with face cancer, and it's like black shit all over her face. And I just couldn't unsee it. I saw that shit everywhere when I'd go to sleep. Everywhere I just saw this scary fucking face and the lungs, and they blew up the lungs. But also, I had just started like developing my anxiety at that age.
And your tits.
So, and no, I wish. I'm a late bloomer, still waiting. But I was like waiting for someone to throw up because they showed us like a literal black lung in like a plexiglass thing, and I was like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, they told us it was real, and then they puffed it up, and it was just gross.
It probably was real.
Yeah, so my like emetophobia and paranoia started kicking in. I was like, someone's gonna throw up, and I got really anxious. So like the whole experience was so negative for me that like I grew a passion for like hating cigarettes, hating cigarette smoke. My boyfriend, when I was a kid, smoked cigarettes, and he told me he smoked one at a party, and I literally like broke down crying, and I got diarrhea. I was so upset. I was
thank God he didn't throw up though.
Oh God, thank God. I was livid.
I think first of all that's the appropriate response. Yep. I think I'm fucked up because I see shit like that. I didn't smoke really until I was 8. Like I was like the summer going into college. I was like 18. Yep. Like I feel like if you smoke cigarettes when you're in high school and then like you grow since? And I've smoked ever since.
Oh my gosh, I'm worried about your lungs.
So it's like one of my girlfriends. Shout out Angie Hardy.
If you get face cancer,
Adrian.
We're not friends.
Oh, dude, first of all,
I have to leave you. I can't.
I'm going to leave the earth.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
I'll kill you. I'll
that was a question I wrote down. Is what do you think about euthanasia? We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
She's like, I like the young people in Asia. No, what was I saying? So like seeing stuff like that,
and it's
watching people like I know get cancer, have their tongues like cut out of their face.
Yeah. Half
seeing
their jaw
the black
removed.
lungs. Like I have the opposite. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. That's like when I watched like what was that one thing with the guy ate all the McDonald's?
Oh,
Super Size Me?
Big Super Size Me, yeah.
I was wanting to eat McDonald's.
And you were just
so
like, I bet I
after.
could do the same thing.
Like, what's wrong with me?
You're inspirational.
And also, you inspire me. But like, yeah, the age when you're like, my one girlfriend was like, Stephanie, you're 33 years old. This is 2 years ago. She was like, are you gonna, you're gonna keep smoking cigarettes? She was like, how, it's 20, whatever. And I was like, she's like, it's just like, it's embarrassing. It's like such a sign of what a piece of trash you are. And I watch other people smoke, and I think they look like gross.
You don't smoke.
Girls.
You don't smoke a lot. Blake is gonna pass. You don't smoke that much. The people who chain smoke like a motherfucker are the ones that I find pretty gross. You don't chain. I've almost never seen you chain smoke unless we're outside.
Yeah.
And even that, you still don't really chain smoke. You take breaks and you let weed substitute as well, and you'll smoke weed in place of it, which I think is better. So I
do need to stop. I feel like out of all my vices, which I have a few, smoking is the one I would want to give up. It's also probably the smartest one to give up.
Yeah.
Because it like,
I'll help you. I've never been able to help anyone quit, but
I want to feel like I want to get hypnotized.
Oh, do that. My sister did quit. She's only on vapes now.
Well,
but she did little it was a tough thing for her to break. But yeah, she just does little vape things.
It's like if someone was fat, she's like, she's not any fat anymore. She's anorexic. It's like, I think it's worse.
Baby. Yeah, well, considering, but it's a little cheaper and not as I think as crazy. She said it was hard, but
first of all, I'm 35. I can't vape. That looks ridiculous. Especially, I'm not going to transition. I think I'd be really into the gum.
Yeah,
because I have oral fixation problems. We've talked about this. Insert dick joke, but like
ask Steve because he quit doing dip this year. He's on 9 months off dip, and he did dip.
Now he just does fun dip.
Now he just loves fun dip. But he was so
French
bad
dips.
with it. Oh God, I love a French dip.
How many more dips can you get?
French dip, plasti dip, your car. I don't know. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's okay, Blake. I have the best vacuum in the world.
Oh my God.
Dyson Animal. Should I roll another one while on the podcast?
She acts like she doesn't already have so many rolls.
Those are CBD.
Oh, what the fuck?
Those are from that show. I just haven't touched it.
You shouldn't. Those are.
Doesn't it look great? Doesn't it look like, wow, Jackie's really got a lot of weed, huh? No.
When I walked in here, I thought, wow, she's really got her shit together.
No.
Look at, she got this, and I like how the benchmark for do you have your shit together is she pre-rolled.
Yeah,
joints.
she's just a drug
Yeah,
addict.
it was like, oh wow, she ran the Chicago Marathon. She rolled 4 joints before I got here.
Nope, those are. I
crushing.
wish those are. We can smoke those, but it's just CBD. Those will probably sober us up.
That's gonna give me a headache.
Yeah, no, I can roll another real one. They can watch how fast I can roll.
You're good at it. Go ahead. Okay, I'll vent to you about something while you're getting some of that together.
Blake's like, I could use a Tic Tac.
Blake's like, can I get some orange Tic Tacs?
Oh, I gotta grind weed.
This isn't funny. That's just like more sad. I'll tell you something interesting. My college roommate, Katie Opal, which we've talked about on this podcast.
Opal, yeah.
She's the greatest human. And I mean, she's a really amazing person. She's the funniest person.
I think this will get removed off YouTube.
Because of Opal?
No. Yeah, we can talk about her.
No, she's probably because she is an attorney, but that's fine. So when her and I went to college together, we grew up together, and we were the nerds who thought we should have matching stuff.
Oh no.
Yep, no one told us that. We just watched, Full House or whatever TV shows that gave us that idea, and we got hers was the pink version, and mine was the light blue version, which I fucking to this day hate that color.
You were the boy.
I obviously was the boy, and I remember my friend Angie walked in. She goes, "Whoa, what the fuck are you guys? What's going on in here?" It was like the chairs, everything was exactly the same thing. It looked like a mirrored version of her. It was super weird. But that's not even the funny part of the story, or the weird part is that fucking Opal, this crazy bitch, she would sleep, and she probably to this day still does, with her eyes open.
Oh no.
Not all the way open, like almost.
I hate that shit.
And her eyes are her best quality. She's very big, beautiful, like I think they're blue eyes. She won best eyes in high school. They roll a little halfway back into her eye or her head too.
No, dude, scary. No.
And then you were talking about getting a loft in here. That's how our college room, our dorm was designed. So it was our desk, and then
just
above
up top like that.
Both of us are up top. I just roll over in the morning, look over, and that bitch is just staring at me like a dead fish. So just look at me straight in the ose, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" It was. And this one time, she got so fucked up. We went. She was going by herself to a bar crawl, and she didn't make it. I don't even know if she made it to the first bar. She came back. I was still getting ready to go out. I was like going out with my sorority sisters, and she like came back while I was still in the dorm, and she had to go to sleep. She slept for like 3 days, and I had to keep checking on her to make sure she was breathing because she was just sitting there, laying there with her eyes open, just like I was like poking her with like my. She's like,
right.
I'm like, you've missed like 7 meals. Like, don't you need to pee? She's like,
no,
dude, I've never seen someone sleep that long ever. It was to this. I mean, I don't even know how she did that.
My twin can sleep for a wicked
for
long
days.
time.
For days. I mean, I went up. I got up. I went
Depends
to class.
how depressed
I came back.
you are.
I think she probably took some Klonopin or something.
I used to be able to sleep. I was just realizing, and that's what I feel like I'm finally kind of growing up a little bit. Cause like I can't really sleep in how I like at all. Like I can't. And I thought maybe it's because I was like anxious or stressed, and I was like, oh, you're just not sleeping well.
Do you go to bed?
What
really
are you
early?
laughing at, Blake? What the?
So Blake doesn't get a mic for the episode that I wanted him to.
Yet he's being a giggle monster over
He's just
there.
giggling and eating Tic Tacs.
What? That I'm getting older?
No, I was laughing about Tic Tacs.
Oh, good. Himself. I'm like, what? I'm older than you, Blake. Shut up.
He goes, I'm just laughing about Tic Tacs.
Oh my god.
Blake's the most high, and he's off screen.
And we're about to smoke another one, mind you. So I don't know how this is gonna go. We still have 20 minutes.
Dude, this is going.
It's gonna go great. I think it's gonna get better because So what was I just saying? Hang on.
Big upgrade from before the first half of the podcast. Like, you said like it was a marker, and I remember like you got done smoking, and then you were like just about to pass it.
Are you gonna talk into this mic?
I can't even.
There you go.
Yeah, you said we could pass it to each other. Here comes Blake.
I'll stay off screen though. Oh, you got to
Get a
get
knee
the
in.
knee.
There you
Get
go.
the. Where's the knee? Where's the?
This is like a hangout where we're just like playing
there's
with
the knee.
equipment.
There you go.
Like,
Okay, so like you were like, we're gonna smoke, and then right when you got done with the joint, by then you were already like talking more, and then like chilling. Like, like you were like,
so you can see the difference when I'm high.
Yeah, I'm just giving like I'm gonna be the comment section.
Okay.
For the YouTube for this, I'm gonna be like, there was a big difference, and the second half was way better. That's what they're gonna say.
Jackie's better when she's high.
And Stephanie,
what about Sensei? What about Stephanie? What is it? Did she change at all?
Yeah, she was chilling. She was chilling.
Yes. I don't know what that means.
She's like, what the fuck does that mean?
So she sucks still. Or
No.
thanks, whatever, Blake. Fuck you. I'm gonna I hate you. See, this is what happened.
Anyway,
because
so I'm getting older. I have 2.5 gray hairs now. Two and a half.
Are you so excited?
One is starting to grow, so it's a little guy, but it's on the top, so it's gonna show.
I've never met someone who's mad about getting older who gets excited about getting gray hairs. You know that's
It's different.
That's counterintuitive.
So the man.
Good job on the word for being high, Stephanie.
You did it. I hate looking so young. I want to look. Well, I still want guys to be like, yeah, that young hot girl. But I also want them to know that I'm older than 21. You know, like I hate looking like a stupid kid because while I am still a stupid kid, I would like a little more respect. You know, and not to like.
Hey, I can get no respect.
No respect at all.
Rodney Dangerfield.
That was okay. That was good.
I was trying. I went for it.
I don't like people. People probably think I'm so young and dumb and inexperienced, which I am. I get it. I'm still young.
I don't think people think you're dumb.
Even younger, even dumber. You know, like I hate it. I just want to look a little older, and I like the grays. I think they look cool. They're all shiny and shit. And
I didn't mind when I first started getting a few, but then when it started,
Warren said exactly that. I had him search through my hair like a monkey. I was like, find other grays, and he's doing a terrible fucking job. And I was like, I just want. Some will look cool, and then he's like, once you start getting patches, you're gonna get pissed.
You're gonna get pissed.
Like,
yeah, once it's not just like, if there's one like here and back there, it's like, and then like the sun hits it, it looks kind of almost like a blonde streak a little.
Yeah, which I have like two, like I have some,
I see that.
some blonde there, and then on like the top of my hair.
Bitch, we're gonna have to retire you. That's it. You know this industry, you have a expiration date, and it's 5 gray hairs.
Look at my face.
It's so good.
It's still young and happy. I could still play I think a 16-year-old. Yeah, I think I can get away with 16.
I know this. This is my.
I am getting some rinks, but I think
I told you get some serums.
I think we can. She told me. She said, "Jack, you're getting, wow, you almost killed a whole pack of Tic Tacs, man. What the fuck? He's gone."
When Blake gets the munchies.
You just got it on the way here.
So this is like after we normally do the podcast and we turn the camera off and I take my pants off and we just start chilling. This is like how we actually normally act. So
yep.
This is us being weird.
So I've been trying to edit I try to edit my pages to be up to date and stuff like my social media, and Facebook's asking me, I don't know if I already mentioned this too, but my legacy contact. Who do you want to leave in charge of your Facebook when you die?
I'm sorry, what in the fuck did you just say?
It gives you this option.
Whew.
Yeah.
That just hit me right in my cooter.
I still can't decide. I don't know.
Because here's the thing. It's such a different thing to like leave to someone. Because you're not leaving them with.
It's so weird.
That is the weirdest fucking thing.
And I just can't pick who. I just don't know who. So you leave them in charge of your Facebook profile. So they're fully in charge of it and they run what's like.
Why is it only asking you and not me or Blake?
Have you edited your Facebook recently?
I
edit your profile.
Oh, I haven't uploaded.
And it'll tell you like the things to update and like things that you haven't changed in a while. Like, so it'll say your profile picture or something.
I still have there like my favorite movies listed, and like one of them is like.
It'll tell you tell you to fix it, and then it'll ask you leave a legacy contact, and like, I think my twin, but like.
I was thinking your twin. You could leave it to me.
Sometimes, yeah.
I don't have to post regularly, do I? Just like once a year for your birthday when you die?
I don't think you need to post ever. Promote my shows.
I just mean
keep
like,
Jacked Up alive.
Yeah, we'll do like an annual Remember Jackie. I mean, there's also the slight chance that you don't die before me, which is, I mean.
Oh, did I know?
Don't forget, knock on wood. Oh my
Stephanie,
God.
the other night, I said, I can't knock on wood, and she just put her hand out, and I was like, and then I was like.
You can knock on me. It's my last
name. Her name's
Wood. It's just because everyone my whole life and you like my comedy friends are my only set of friends that don't call me Wood. My job calls me Wood. Every job I've ever had has called me Wood. Everyone in high school called me that. My teachers called me that. And I was gonna like start comedy and be like so nervous and walk around and introduce myself to everybody like, hey guys, what's up? I'm Wood. Like, what a fucking douchebag. Who does that? Yeah, so I'm just like, it was really hard for me to adjust to you guys calling me Stephanie. To be honest, it's like, it used to make me cringe.
I really like your name, though.
It is a cool name. My full name's cool.
It's Stephanie. Stephanie.
And I even like Stephanie Woodwood. I like when people call me that, too.
I love your name. I think it fits you. I think you look like a Stephanie. I think you are the perfect Stephanie.
What about if I know I've talked about this, but just remind me what your thoughts are. My mom wanted me to be called Stevie, like as a nickname, like Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
But but then I would definitely look like a lesbian.
I was gonna say it's
like
tough.
that girl from what's the movie? What's the show? Come on, Stephanie. Schitt's Creek. Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know the that would be me. I mean, look at I'm wearing a flannel. I'm dressed exactly like her.
Imagine if my name was Stevie. The fuck.
Hi, my name's Ryan.
Hey, I'm Stevie.
I like boys' names for girls though. Like Ryan's cool. Andy.
If they look like girls. Blake. Blake. Yeah, Blake is I had a few females named Blake.
I like Blaze. Yeah. I like always thought I would never have kids, but I always wanted to name them Blaze and Stone. Or Stone, I'm sorry.
That's
like Stone
the
Phillips.
Thing. So you do want kids. That's what you just secretly said out loud.
No, I've told you I told you what happened was that with one ex, he made a deal that I would have a housekeeper and full-time help, and I begrudgingly agreed because I loved him.
I loved him.
And I was like, okay. But I really didn't want to do it. So then I said, bye-bye.
Bye.
Gotta go.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm open to the idea of kids, because I'm seeing myself wanting more of a traditional life as opposed to like I know it's so gross. I told you I'm growing up. And
don't tell me that. Okay.
Why?
Because I've lost all of my friends to that.
No, I can't. Yeah, I can't quite. The
birth of your baby is the death of our friendship. Is what it is.
Oh well, calm down, because I'm not physically birthing anything. I will have a surrogate. I will save up enough money to get a surrogate.
Can you adopt like a 12-year-old instead or something?
No, because it'll be bigger than me, and how am I going to teach it to do shit when it's...
I mean, that's the only reason you have them, right? It's just to make it do things for you, see what it would look like. Like a
I
half
want
of
it
you.
to look like me. Yeah,
I would love to see what a half of me would look like, but I'm not willing to do all that just
my older
to
sister's not having kids, and my twin, I don't know when.
I could close this shop up, baby. If I could like do it and it wouldn't like deplete me of estrogen and put me into early menopause, I would if I could just snip it.
No.
Just
Wait till
sew
you're
it up.
40 and then you could do it.
That's not that. I mean, that's like tomorrow.
No, it's not. Got plenty of time to be swayed.
I've never known something more in my whole
By
life.
then, I'll have turned Stephanie.
I mean, yeah, that's more.
And
that
then-
is much more likely to. You can turn me to a lesbian.
And I'll
quicker than
make
you
her have a surrogate.
Nope.
But well, no, my egg.
No. I mean, I would know. I don't ever want to be responsible for a child.
Again, I'm going to do most of it because I'm very nurturing.
I would inevitably
upset.
do it too, and I would resent it because I would.
No,
still
you
do
could.
It.
I would take care of you. You
No,
could
but
do
I
whatever
still
you
would
want.
have the inclination to like, just like with, I'm like, I had to fucking walk my dog before I came over here. I was like, I can't leave him out here.
I'll take care of you. I'll pay for everything.
All right, fine. This is when Jackie proposed to me. So you'll leave me your legacy.
Yeah. So it's settled. I'll leave you my legacy.
Well, maybe you could leave it to Blake.
Yeah, but why? No,
I don't know.
No offense.
Like
but
I
why?
just kept like you don't need me to update it. You just need me to do one post that you died.
I just need you to make sure that people don't pretend they knew me who like didn't, or people like.
Oh, I will be
me and,
protective
like,
about that.
Don't let
anyways.
those show up on my profile like fake people, like fake posts. Like if I hated them, like if you know that I don't fuck with them, and they're like, "Man, we were the best of friends." Call that shit and be like, from my profile, be like, "Yo, it's Jackie, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up." Like make them think I'm talking.
First of all, I want you to pre-write them out for the people that you know that are gonna do it, and then I'll just
Yeah,
repost
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Jackie wrote this and back in 2028. And this is what she had to say
Let's
about
do
you.
that. Instead of
so
like
and so.
suicide notes. Just
Yeah,
like,
just right. Like, fuck you notes, okay? I never liked you my whole life. I didn't fuck with you my life. And you're not going to fuck with me and use my name and my death so you can get clout on the internet, you piece of shit.
oh, you knew me. You suddenly have so many pictures.
I'd be like, Jackie
with
hated
me.
you and talk shit about you every day. Okay, to me. I can show you the text.
Here's some, say, share these screenshots as well of how
Tell
much
them to
we
go
hate
fuck
it.
themselves. Anyways, I love everybody. And
I don't
hope
hate
you're
many
doing well
people,
out there.
if any at all. I love everyone.
Yeah,
It's
no.
crazy.
No, I don't. I want to. No, but I know what you're saying when people use death in a way to make them to make it about them,
Yeah, that's
and it
annoying.
isn't, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, honor the person, not you. It's not about your loss.
But how do you properly do that? For example, I don't know if I like to do that at all. I did it with a picture of my grandma when she passed away, and I took it down, and then I go, you can put it up. It was, and it was the reason I was showing it was because it was a really cool picture because it was like back in the day, my grandpa, and he had like his
family?
his
there's
like
nothing
uniform on
wrong.
from. Well, it was just like a nice picture, and I never show
Yeah.
like a vulnerable side of myself on
family
social
doesn't
media.
matter at all. I
But
don't
like,
think.
but I wasn't like, Grandma, you were there for me. But I just like posted a picture to my story,
there.
and that was it. You know, it was
Yeah,
like, Grandma, you were
nothing
whatever.
super
like,
super deep.
I see why other people want to share their feelings.
Yeah, I totally
I
get
guess
it.
that's
It's a
what
way
for.
of closure for some people.
So there is you do think it's okay to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying like the people who like I didn't like or something or didn't like me, like because there's some of you who I know don't like me. And
Just
if
high and paranoid.
and yeah, I am high and paranoid. But yeah, just be like,
All right, I'll bounce it. I'll be the
Yeah.
bouncer of your Facebook page.
Yeah,
I'll just yell at
bounce.
bitches. No problem.
Be the bouncer.
And then I want a giant party.
okay,
Like I'm gonna plan it and I'll pay for it in advance.
for your death.
Yeah, you should pay for your own death.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
If you say so, I don't know.
You should definitely pay for your. The people who do that and make their kids pay for their funerals are dicks. Like fuck you, bitch. You died, and now I gotta like pay
I
$6,000
definitely have to pay
for
for
you.
my mom's, no doubt about it.
She should take out life insurance,
She
and all
doesn't
it'll
have-
do is cover just the services.
Susie, don't
Like,
get
you're not gonna
any
get
kind
any
of
money from it.
insurance.
No, but you can do a real low amount that you. It's not like you're
I
gonna get
love
$100,000. You'll
say
get like
amount in
$10,000.
bounce. It's so
Amount?
You say bounce and amount, kind of like a Canadian, and I love
Yeah,
it.
I say a lot of
Yeah.
Canadian like words.
The Canadian name.
Hey, guy.
Sorry.
But yeah, no. I can sell you some life insurance.
Yeah.
And have you ever thought about being your own boss?
Have you ever thought about being in charge of your own financial future?
Do you want financial freedom and independence
Don't ask me
and
your
work
dream.
from home? Well, let me tell you, I know a few ladies that could help you out.
Herbalife is the one for you.
We have a convention every year. We play,
Do you have any hot takes? We don't have much time.
Oh my God, I have so many. Let's
It's
talk.
7 minutes. Let's get to hot takes.
They're lukewarm.
Oh, sorry. Oh God, I don't even know our own segments. Fuck me in the butt.
It happens. Okay, speaking of, this is perfect segue. And I don't want you to think about I don't want you to think about Silas in this equation. Well, actually, you can.
Okay.
Would you clone your dog?
Yes.
Because you can do it if it costs $50,000 ish to do it. So.
While I have him.
So
Or
they
wait, after
clone
he
the dog.
dies.
After the dog, you can store its DNA, and then after the dog dies, you can make a new one.
Yeah, probably.
Blake, what did you think?
I wasn't listening.
The producer wasn't listening, so he can't answer or contribute,
You
which
said that so much. I wasn't listening.
is the most Blake thing of him that's ever happened.
Sitting right here. I wasn't listening.
Yes, you have one job right now, and you're not even pretending to do it.
Thank God there's not 2 cameras. It's switching. You just be on Stephanie while I'm talking the whole time.
It was. Yep. All right.
All right, I was writing ideas for the podcast. Okay,
Okay,
I
he's
was
working.
I was like thinking about I was listening to you guys talking, and I was like, oh, here's something that maybe we could do in the future.
You look like you've
So
been
I wasn't.
crying.
I wa-
Blake is so high.
I wish you guys could see it.
yeah,
Yeah, of his innocence and his public.
green band.
Yeah, we can't. So would you clone your dog? That was the question.
Just give me your answer, yes or no, and I can relay it to the people. Would you clone your dog?
After they die, make it again, so you can have another.
But
12
is
years.
it the same dog?
Yeah, I hope.
But
Oh,
what
that's
if
the
it is?
deal.
What if it is?
If I get him from a puppy again and I can train him and have new experiences, oh my God, all over again. Oh, I would eat Silas's whole ass.
Would you be mad if it didn't have the same
Yes.
demeanor? But do you think that could happen?
No.
I'm a genealogist. I don't even know how to say the word, but I am it. I've been studying genes.
He'll have a different.
It's mostly Levi's.
It's like what? I
crashed on that one. I just want to say that was good.
I wouldn't. I would think I would be a little different in 12 years, and dogs pick up a lot of your
Interesting
personality.
perspective.
So I think he would just be the way I am at that age. So less.
He'd be Silas 2.0 because you're
he would just be the older, more mature me.
Interesting. So he's just gonna be taking naps all day.
I hope I'm more active in the future, but I probably won't be. But I hope he's just calmer because we're both a little hyper occasionally. I'm calm, but we run around that couch physically all the time.
I like when you get in your little when you're a little manic. It's fun.
Yeah, he's fun. We have fun. We're physical all the time as fuck.
And Blake, that's a negative for you. We don't give a fuck.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't.
He's
care.
ground.
Dogs? No,
I was gonna stuff my dog and just put it on my coffee table.
My dad always made jokes about us stuffing my cat, and then she died. And
They do that.
I know, and I should have because I just felt her ashes, and they're disgusting. I wish I didn't have them. I looked at them and I touched them, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It looks like litter, and it's her body. It's terrible. It was traumatizing. It's like, fuck, she's dead.
Oh my god. But also, if you, what are you supposed to do with the ashes forever? When your parents die, are you supposed to take your cat's ashes?
Well, my sister has them.
Oh, okay.
I wanted them. My sister was a fucking twat and kept them, and then she stole her collar from me too. I had her collar, and it was up here on the little shelf, and she stayed here with Silas, and then Ho took it. She said, "I really wanted it. It made me sad." I said, "Bitch, that's my cat too. We shared the cat."
You can make my ashes into diamonds or into jewelry. I want something that looks really I don't know.
Someone offered to make me a keychain.
I had a necklace. I had. I don't remember something else.
Just
a
something that'll
bracelet.
go on a shelf.
Yeah, just because how you have me right now on your shelf right now. There's
next
just my
to
photo.
Silas.
My photo.
I have Stephanie and Silas on my shelf.
Want to do one more lukewarm take? Well, I also real quick we'll do two fast ones. So we're just talking about skincare regimes. And Blake, okay, would you ever date a guy who eats orange Tic Tacs in a compulsive manner? What is your lukewarm take on
he's
that?
eating the last few. I don't know what he's gonna do. This is 7-Eleven around the corner.
We're deducting that from your pay. What do you think about if a guy has a skincare routine?
I like that.
Yeah, that is. You wouldn't be like, yeah.
I mean, to what degree?
Like, let's say he washes, serums, and he puts on like a moisturizer. So not too much.
That's too much.
That's too much?
That's more than I do. I don't like that. I don't want it to be more than what I'm doing, which I don't. I wash my face when I shower.
So twice a week?
So no, every day, but I wash my hair 3 times a week. But
it looks great today, by the way.
I just washed last night because I swam yesterday, and then
second day's the best anyways.
Straight in today, yeah. It'll be terrible by tomorrow. But no, I shower and I put on lotion, and that's
in the shower.
No, when I get out.
Okay.
Like after the shower, once my pores close, and I put on.
Oh, how did I remember what I told you?
But I have nice skin.
No, but what did I tell you about how to put it on?
What do you mean?
I just saw what you did, and my grandma. No, don't do that. You have to always go in an upward motion.
That's what I'm doing.
But if you're gonna get wrinkles, if you like go like this, like, and also just like pat it in. You should just like pat it, like Patagonia.
Oh.
All right. Here's my last lukewarm. Oh yeah. Who's hotter, the Brawny Man or Mr. Clean? Who would you fuck?
Brawny, because he's got a beard.
Yeah, but would you let them double DP you?
Yes, but Baldy's behind me.
At least you know it'll be cleaned up when you guys are done.
Baldy's in the back.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
And why? Why are you asking me that?
I was just trying to think of a funny last question.
Well, what's your opinion?
You answered it perfectly.
Right? Yeah, because who wants to fuck a bald guy? Am I right?
I was trying to think of like who, like that Jolly Green Giant, but like his dick is too big.
I know. But I prefer. I want to look at. I would want to look at a beard.
Is there? Yeah, Uncle Ben's not around anymore, so
it's food.
Oh, I was just trying to pick out like any person from the grocery store. I was trying to think of
from the grocery store. From the grocery store. I can't think of any other names.
Listen, I have to write these questions in between my real job.
This
is what you get, guys.
I'll start writing them if you want.
I also think it's funny to ask random questions and see what you say.
So
also, you can tell how high I was when I wrote that. That was a nighttime question, actually.
You have the same opinion? Yeah.
I would fuck Brawny, but I was definitely, but I also would fuck Mr. Clean.
Brawny's just paper towels, yeah.
Yeah, like so he doesn't bring like as many products.
Mr. Clean's got some, yeah.
I think he has like a whole line. Like he could probably take care of you.
He looks plain, but he's got more to the table.
Oh yeah, and like those muscles, and like I love a guy just like in a classic tee, but I mean, doesn't Brawny have a flan on?
But the flannel and stuff.
Yeah,
is good.
And I feel like I like the woods.
I think I'm gonna go with Mr. Clean now. Actually, now that I think about it, I think
you don't want to go. You're gonna have to go live in the woods if you're with if you're gonna marry him.
I'm high.
I'm high.
My dog's crying at the door now. I don't know if you guys hear him.
I'm crying on the inside, but
hey, this was our podcast. We shouldn't smoke on it.
We should smoke every time, but just like only one joint
at the very end.
Comment what you guys think. Take a poll. Write a poll.
We're like stupid 17-year-old kids who got high for the first time. We're so fucking gay. Blake looks like he's been bawling his eyes out for fucking hours.
I think Blake is the problem in this.
Cut out my angry rant.
Keep it in. Keep it all in.
What you got coming up? This one, I don't know when this will be up, but I got a jacked
Hopefully
up.
Never.
Yeah, maybe this one stays in the
vaults. Like in case we have a real bad week.
September 23rd, come to Jacked Up. We're also at Miami Improv September 21st. So
together. For
the Miami crowd, if you want to see me and Stephanie, we'll be there. I can't think of any other.
I have Matthews Brewing come to that first show September 16th.
There's for the I don't know the comics listen. The tribute show for Wayne Felber is September 29th. So I think a lot of comics should definitely go to that. I switched my Gatsby show to make sure I could go. So I'll be at Gatsby's in October. But I'm still excited to go to Gatsby's. Either way, got a good gig there.
Yes.
And I think that's it. That's the only.
Make sure you guys hit the fucking subscribe button, okay, dudes? Hit it.
Yeah,
listen to it. We appreciate you.
No girls.
Chicks.
Oh, look, we can see us.
We're
big.
chicks. Oh my God, that's us.
Oh, no. I don't even look that high. Hey, Silas, stop.
All right. Well,
Sorry.
you can also find us on the interweb. My handle is at Stephanie Woodwood at Chick Tin Hunmus. Get the Spotify and the YouTube. And
Shout
the Jack
out Nick Masick, my shirt. What's on my
why are you doing that though?
So they can see it on the camera because you can see behind the microphone. I think my body is the best for shirts because I have no tits and it's a flat wall for advertising like a billboard.
That's why models have no tits.
Yeah, so if you need a shirt worn by me, this is such a cute design. Gold Coast Comedy. Follow Gold Coast Comedy. Nick Masick is the producer. I'm online at Jackie Sanchez 22. I think I'm gonna get a little 22 tattoo right on my hand, right? So I can
Forever 22.
and
at South Florida Comedy, follow us. It's our new. We're gonna post all of our shows. A lot of new upcoming rooms. Exciting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for getting me high. Love you guys. Love you, chicks. Blake, you're okay.
Chick 10 Hun was podcast.